Hi guys, this is Jay from Zcode, and today I want to talk to you about the value, depositing money, and various options for Americans on how to bet tennis in different bookmakers. So let's begin. I did a simple comparison of two bookmakers here, and just to see how much money some people may be losing by using the wrong bookmakers. As you can see, Pinnacle and Bet365 have completely different odds. One of the main reasons for that is because of the rules that Bet365 has. They actually void bets if one of the players withdraws, while Pinnacle only has a rule up to one set. So if this first set finishes and your player retires, then you lose money. Anyway, that's obviously something you have to consider when you use bookmakers, and you have to get familiar with the rules they have. The two bookmakers that I used were Pinnacle and Bet365, and I just compared 5 different matches here. And as you can see, the odds on Bet365 are much lower in comparison to Pinnacle. We're basically losing quite a bit of money, obviously not that much on this example. However, you have to consider the fact that the long-term results will really matter. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot. This is only about $50, 66. But obviously, if you gonna bet long term in a month, it may be that you're losing about $66 every day, and that's gonna make a huge difference in the end, and your results are gonna obviously be different than what I have in my spreadsheets. Anyway, so just if you want to look at the different odds, you always have to go to Odds Portal. That's my favorite website actually, because it displays all the different bookmakers and it's really easy to follow. So just have a look here, and as you can see, 1xBet, a new bookmaker. I believe they're from Russia. I haven't used them yet, but they are releasing really huge odds on a lot of matches lately. And Pinnacle is obviously not the strongest here. There are better bookmakers, and that's obviously gonna be like this for every match. Pinnacle is not always gonna have the highest odds, but they are competitive in relation to a lot of other bookmakers. For example, look at Bet365. The difference here, if you bet $100, that's already $10 out of your pocket. The difference between those odds actually are huge. I mean, 1xBet is releasing 179, and that has gone up from 167, so obviously maybe smart money have moved the line a little bit. Meanwhile, Betadonis, I'm not actually sure where they're from, and I've never heard of this bookmaker before. Anyway, they're offering 150, which is the market's lowest on this match. And that's really low, to be honest. And that will be the case for most of the matches. I mean, Pinnacle in this case is the strongest, and then you have Island Casino and 5 Times, which apparently is the same bookmaker. I have not used them before because I tend to only stick to European bookmakers, but they are very competitive. They are the Pinnacle equivalent for the US bettors. Really good bookmaker. They're offering a lot of markets and a lot of tennis matches. And once again, Pinnacle 147. That's on Jovanovski to win, which he did win the match. And Betadon is 118, which is, wow, that is very low. The difference here is huge. I don't know how they get these odds. But even Bet365 is offering only 133, which is still way lower than Pinnacle. Alright, so just moving on after this, I want to talk a little bit about depositing money. Some people seem to be using various different types, and the ones I would recommend are just using Skrill account or Neteller. Those are the two easiest, and they're not actually charging you a lot of money. I believe Skrill, you have free deposits, and the withdrawals are cost about €2.30. That's at least my that's how much I usually pay. And Neteller, I've heard they have a $500 limit. I'm not sure if that's for every person, but they're really good in terms of if you wanna deposit. Maybe you can do multiple deposits of $500, and that would still be fine. PayPal would probably be a good option as well, except they're charged quite a bit of money. I used PayPal for Bet365, and it was quite good. They actually didn't charge me that much. Mainly because if you compare Bet365, they don't actually charge you for withdrawals, while in Pinnacle you only have one free withdrawal per month, and then you have to pay for all the other ones that you're gonna use. One other thing I want to talk to you about is the American bookmakers. As I said previously, Island Casino and 5 Dimes are the most competitive in tennis. They have really high odds. I think they're pretty much the same as Pinnacle most of the times. I'm not exactly sure if they offer 1.5 set spreads, minus 1.5. I've not used them before, but based on what I see most of the times when I look at odds, they have really competitive odds in comparison to other bookmakers. So if you live in US, I would recommend using 5 Dimes and just try to find a bookmaker that offers 1.5 and minus 1.5 spreads for tennis. The other one I saw is Bet Online as well. I see it quite often. As you can see here, they have relatively high odds on most of the matches as well, and they offer quite a lot of matches in comparison to other bookmakers, so they're staying above. And the last thing here that I wanted to talk to you about is this little thing, the Asian Connect. This is what I saw people using at Zcode recently, and it seems like a really good way for people to actually get into betting, because you can use the Skype option. I'm not actually familiar with this very much, but few people at Zcode use this system, and I just went through their website and I see that they're actually validated, so your money is pretty safe. I'm not trying to promote their service, obviously, but if you're unable to bet from your country and you're banned for whatever reason, the government laws or whatever, then this would be the way to go, actually, because it's a pretty professional service. And obviously you're gonna have to talk to, I believe it's Johannes that uses this service, and he's been saying a lot of positive things about it. So if you just want to look into it and see what you think, for me, seems pretty good, to be honest. Their website is pretty clear, it's easy to join. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the other thing I found is that VPS, this lovely guy Ernest was nice enough to share the information with us, and he actually uses a VPS which is located in the UK to open accounts at Bet365 and Ladbrokes. So just have a look in the forum section at Zcode in the bookmakers, and you'll find a lot of information on how to open accounts from US or any other country that doesn't have the luxury of having accounts at Bet365 and other European bookmakers. Yeah, just have a look, guys, and let me know what you think of the video. Thank you very much. I hope I helped you a lot, and enjoy tennis.